Hey guys, um, get a volume here. Can you hear me all right?
Yes, sir.
Right. Um, Hello? Yeah, sorry about that. You can't hear me now? Again?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. Don't everybody that's still in the last class? Are you not sure?
Not sure.
'Cause they should have everybody have this on them timetable now. So? Um, okay. All right, I'm gonna give it just a couple more minutes. So what we're going to do in this is just talk a little bit about the presentations. But everybody needs to be here in order to choose their groups. So you guys have a class WhatsApp group set up already?
Only an overall CSA group, but not
In our
not a
right,
3D modeling WhatsApp group.
right. Yeah, I guess because everybody just starting out today. Hmm. All right. Okay, well, guess what? In the meantime, those of you that are here, um, those of you that are here, we are going to be discussing a little bit of visualization, right? And then we are going to be putting ourselves in groups. That is going to be our objective, right? So we're going to start the process of deciphering what these topics are, right? But until I do that, we're going to do our first class activity, right? So I want you guys to jump on the Miro board. I see some of you are here already. I want you to jump on the Miro board. And what I want you to do is I want to show you guys something cool. All right, you're seeing my screen. Okay, yes, I'm sharing. Are you hearing me loud enough? Like I'm not fighting with any background music or anything like that? Am I right?
We can hear you, sir.
All right. I want to show you this cool thing. This is, where did it open? This is one of my favorite artists. I guess you can say artist. You, I wouldn't say architect because he's not an architect. His name is Alex Palfrey, right? He's not an architect, but he's a visualizer. And I'm gonna just pick one or two things to show you here. So like for example, this diagram, right? If you can look on it, if you can kind of see, let me show you now. Get my marker. Where is it? Okay, here it is. Right. Who else is here? Jed Meyer. Are you here? Marshall?
I'm here, sir.
What can you tell of the correlation between the diagrams that you're seeing up here and the diagrams that you're seeing down here, right? Not necessarily with oh Lord, oh crap, hold on, I closed this by mistake. Wait, put it back. Yeah, here we go. Right. Right. So I want you to tell me, this row here and this row here.
Sir, is the top row, that's the
Mhm.
3D part, and the bottom one is the plan of the
Kinda. Exactly. So yes, I'll give you that point. So this particular diagram, what it's showing here is it's kind of so for example here, anywhere that is in red, it's kind of speaking about what's in red. And down here it's talking about the plinth, meaning, you know, so it's like a building that sits on a base. So the base is red, and then there's a plan view below. And then this one here, the next one is talking about vertical circulation, right? And then it's what is in red is these two elements here. So it's like a progression as you go to the right. And you know, the next one is about public space and program, glass, basically the facade. And in each one of these you have the plan, and then you have the 3D above, right? Which, I mean, it's not like revolutionary, but what I like about it is the way that it's represented, right? So like you can see the diagram below, and then you see the plan above, right? And you know, it shows you how this concept is built up, starting from just the base going all the way up, like it's showing you the major elements of the building, right? And there are some other examples of that. So for example, this is one of them. This is another one. MIT concept diagram, right? And you know, the background of this is gray, and then the lines are white, you know, and then the colors that are used. So as you look at this diagram, it's like you can see the two buildings and how they connect together, right? Now there's a lot of these different diagrams that are here. Like some of these are even on Pinterest. Like if you, and you see, a site like Pinterest really grabs pictures from everywhere. Some of them is even AI generated, but some of these pictures, some of those pictures come from this guy here, and is the way that he uses visual elements to highlight different things. Because obviously the building itself is not going to be in red, but you can clearly see that you have the building, and you can see the train, and you can see the buses. So it's like you're able to identify the differentiation, the differences in the concepts that are here. Let me talk about the building. Like the building is in red. Look at the transit, the train. The train is in purple, and then the buses are in yellow. You know, the pedestrian is in this stripe. So it's not trying to be necessarily photorealistic. It is just the way in which architecture is communicated, right? So there are a bunch of tutorials and stuff on this site. Like they would show, for example, a picture like this, and then how it's created. Let me see if I can find a good one. I did a couple of these in the past. Exterior elevation, shadow tweaking. So how do you get the shadows on an elevator? Hold on, let me look for another one. This one, that's here. Which one is this one? Which one is this? Go back here. Trees. Right. And what it does, he publishes some of these in books. I have a couple of his books, right? And it doesn't give you 100% step by step. So for example, it don't say first open Photoshop and then click this button. It does show you an overall concept. How did they do this? Oh well, started with a sketch, Then he got these textures. So a picture of a field, a picture of trees, a picture of like dirt, and those are what is used here. Then isolating, putting the field picture in the background so that it pops with the white, invert the color of the lines, right? Then the trees, like cut out the trees and then use it as a buffer on the edges there, right? And it's like a conceptual step by step. So if you were trying to follow this, you would have to kind of make up your own instructions as you go along. So anyway, this is one of my favorite visualizers, and sometimes I browse this site for inspiration. All of this is digital work, by the way, right? This is all digital work, right? This one is pretty cool. I remember the Cliff Retreat. This is a building that's basically cutting through the edge of a cliff, and I did a section through it. Here we go. Right. So let me. Can this be bigger? No. Okay. Let me make it bigger. So like this is the building here that's perched on the edge of a cliff, right? And then these are sections through this building, but everything is on one sheet or one composition, right? In the space that is the cliff edge right here, you're showing the sections along here. So that's the way that this sheet is organized. Is pretty cool, right? And it communicates everything all at once. And it kind of have a breakdown here, say, show you how it cut the different sections and then drew a line for each one and then find the textures and all that kind of stuff. So pretty cool stuff. Anyway, so I chose one of the images that I have here, and I said to myself, you know what, if I was to choose a favorite image, a favorite architectural visualization image, I would choose this one. Now, your choice might be different. So for example, you might choose something that is completely photorealistic or a night shot. What I want you guys to do here, I see some of you are in, I want you to jump on the mirror board and just pick a spot, and I want you to post, I would say, your most influential visualization image. Just one. You can't pick more than one, just one. If it has a source, you can put it there. If it don't have a source or you don't know it, it's fine. But just an image that personally to you is like you're saying, yeah man, I love this image, this is my favorite image. Just grab one of these boxes and replace it with an image. You can just delete the box and then place it there. And you can just put your name at the top. So I did mine. So I want you guys to go ahead and do that now. Just jump on the mirror board. Just in case we don't remember, to go on the mirror board, we need to jump on the class website. For you guys, it's going to be Intro to 3D Modeling, right? And then you're going to choose a lecture session. That's the session that we know. Sorry, not lecture session. You're going to choose the class whiteboard, and you're going to click that, and that's how you get over to the class whiteboard. Let me enable it now for you guys. Right. So I want you guys to go ahead and do that. Right? Just edit your name where it's a place name here, and just remove this box, place the image there. By the way, guys, remember, as you know, the cameras are not mandatory because, we might not be set up to do camera, but profile pictures are. So everybody should have a profile picture, right? And as per usual, of a human being, no cartoons, no pictures of your pet. I mean, if you want to be in the picture with your pet, fine, but you must be in the picture as a human being. No AI generated images, right? just profile picture, and you can just paste the same profile picture you use in your in your um in your Zoom. You can just use the same one here if you have access to it, right? But this is a part of us just getting to know each other digitally. I will say for me as well, because I'm doing this thing completely online, so it helps me to recognize and say, ah, Daniel, you did submit this. Good job. Right? Right, Daniel? Daniel?
Yes, sir.
Right, exactly. All right, good, good, good. All right, so I'm going to give you guys a couple minutes to just do that, and then we're going to jump in and look at the class presentations. That we are going to be doing the lecture session. By the way, those of you who don't have a Miraboard account, always a good idea to make an account so that your name can come up. So when we're discussing stuff on the Miraboard, I can know who it is rather than it just saying, visiting person. All right. So let's jump ahead and do that. This class is not going to be very long. It's usually not a very long class. As I said, the main reason for this is that it's going to be where we present our topics, and is where we're going to reveal a topic. Every 2 weeks, we'll reveal a new topic, and we'll present one topic. Right? All right, so do your thing. Also, remember that class participations are graded. Remember the deal. At any given time, it will just pop up and we have a class participation activity to do, like what we're doing now. This is a class participation activity, so you will need to do it in order to grab that grade, right? All right. For those of you that are just coming in, so we're doing a quick class activity where we choose our most inspirational 3D rendered image, right? It doesn't have to be photorealistic, just your most inspirational image. If you have a source for it, meaning it came from a book or something, you can put it there. If you don't, that's fine. It has to be computer generated, right? So not an actual photograph, because we are dealing with 3D modeling in this course, right? Yeah, that's pretty much it. Easy stuff, not difficult, guys, right? So I see most of us have the image there. There are basically 21 of us. I've seen about half that. I guess everybody's digging around for the images, maybe. So go ahead and see if you can find that. All right. Remember to edit your name at the top. Just change it to your name, right? And as usual, this is a class activity, so right. That's how we do it here. We just do a class activity. If you participate, you get the points. All right. All right. So give you a couple more minutes. Right. Hold on, no name here. Whose one is this one? That time on. This one here. Can you see my mouse, guys? Who does this one belong to? No? Anybody?
Okay, Williams, sir. I'm
All
about
right,
to
okay.
place my image right
Oh,
now.
I thought this was your image.
Yeah, that's my image, like a picture of my face.
Oh, right. Okay, remember to put your name, right? Right.
Okay, no problem.
Right. Okay, Ray. I'm loving this shot. I love these streaks here. By the way, do you know how this effect is created? Are you into photography and stuff?
No, sir.
But it looks nice, though.
Yeah, it looks really interesting.
For real, it does. And this is a really interesting effect that you can use to simulate circulation, but in a very creative way. You know, because the reason that you're seeing the streak is really the streak of the headlight. At least that's the idea behind it. Is because the shutter speed is turned all the way down, so you get a streak. We're gonna do some of that in advanced computing too, don't worry. So who knows, maybe by then you'll be able to create these kind of images. So I love this one. I love that the building glows in the dark, even if it don't actually glow in reality, but it really helps to show the presentation, right? All right.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Yeah, man. All right, Jenna Lee, this is interesting here. Like, I know the building, but the fact that it have this polygonal theme to it, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Even the clouds, you can see that the clouds have a polygonal theme here, right?
Yes, sir. It's one of my faves.
All right, cool. Guess what? I want you guys to save these because who knows, you might see them come back around next semester, right? when you'll actually be able to create these by yourselves. All right. Yeah, these are looking nice, guys. I see somebody cheating here, shy, and putting 3 picture, 1 picture. Francis, you have to pick one. So pick which one you want. All right, cool, cool. All right. Yeah, very nice composition. I mean, I'm loving the
But
design.
it's extremely just one image.
Hmm? Right, right.
So why did you have 3 spaces?
Oh, well, the lower left is for your photograph, and
Okay.
the lower right is for a source if you have any, right?
Alright, thanks.
Yeah, man. Right. And you can actually delete the box. Like you can just leave the image like that. Yeah. Yeah. Very interesting roof. Like I remember one student that had something like this, and they came to me to ask how in the world they can model this, because they had it sketched, but how will I begin to model something like this? And we went through some interesting tools, right? But it was possible. It did help them at the end of the day. So if any of you are feeling adventurous for your design studio project and to have an interesting structural element, I'm here to help. All right. All right. Tatiana, I'm loving this hybrid image here. Very cool. Very cool. Hybrid image. Right. We did something like this in DDM. You remember? Was it DDM? Yeah, DDM. When we had to do a little hybrid image. Do you remember that, Tatiana?
Yes, sir.
Right. Let me put up my messages in case anybody's sending me a message. Right. So hybrid images are really cool. All right. And it's important for you to have these kind of inspirational images, because I'm telling you, the objective is that I want when you leave CSE, you are able to achieve something like whatever you aspire to be, right? Even if you didn't design the thing, but if you're able to represent it or use a theme from it, you know, in some way or shape, right? Ooh, interesting. Nice, nice. Wayne, 1 picture. So you have to pick one, Wayne. You have to pick one. I know it's hard, but you have to pick
Yeah,
one.
I assume.
Yeah, man. All right, Karen, I see you're a fan, right? Is this a rendered image or is this a photograph? I'm sure this is a photograph, Karen. Hmm? You sure it's not a photograph? Granted, this is a very famous image, so I know there are many versions of it, but double check that one to make sure, right? Oh, all right, Kristen, that's pretty cool. Another hybrid image, another hybrid image. Nice. Yeah, a couple of you guys have some nice hybrid images here. Some having some photorealistic images here. Ah, this one is interesting. And so, all right, cool. So this apart from right, so apart from this being a regular activity that we always do, this kind of have like 2 parts. The other part of it though, we won't know until you see me again for another course. But I like to compare the inspirational images you chose in this course compared to when we do advanced computing 1, where you will actually use them. The other thing is to get everybody into the Miro board, right? Because we are going to be using this as well, right? So while we're here wrapping this up, remember our objectives, right? We're choosing an inspirational image. we are using a profile picture. That profile picture must also be on your Zoom account, right? You're not required to use a camera all the time, but you're required to have a profile picture so that way we can kind of recognize who we're speaking to in this online course. All right. Our main mission for today is going to be putting ourselves in groups. And oh yeah. What's
Sir,
up, Addison?
I don't know why the image isn't adding. Like, it's actually pissing me off.
Screenshot. If you're using Windows key shift.
Sir, I'm using an
F.
iPad and it's not adding.
iPad.
I'm about to thump the screen, sir. I'm about
No,
to
don't
thump it.
thump it because it's going to be expensive to replace. All right, don't thump it. Plus, it might damage your hands too. Right? It's a lose-lose.
Sir, can you give me a few minutes to open up my computer because this thing irritates me.
No, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine.
Thank you very
That's
much.
fine. There is no you can do this anytime during the class, right? It's just an activity. I recorded today by the end of the class and just recorded who participated. So you have some time. All right. Okay, so our main mission for today will be to select our groups. So this is why it's important for everybody to be here, because now is when you choose.
Excuse me. Good evening.
Yeah, what's up?
Yes. I'm Sikana Woknal. I am one of the students that have materials at 10 on Mondays. And on top of that, more talk to you after the class.
Yeah, man, no
Yes,
problem. No problem.
All right.
No problem.
Thanks.
Right. And as you bring up that topic, remember that we do have our recordings and our class summaries posted. All right. It's right under the link that you choose to join the class. So just in case there is any kind of clash. All right. Right. So our main thing that we're doing for this class is that we're going to be choosing our groups, right? Very important activity. We're going to be doing it in Miraboard, just like this activity that we're doing here. You will select a topic or what you think is a good topic, and then we will reveal the first topic today going forward. All right? So let me bring up the while you guys look for your images, I'm gonna bring up the class website here. Here we go. All right, here we go. So this is what we're going to be focused on for the first half of the semester. We have 10 topics. You're all going to go in groups of maximum 5. Did I say 5? Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, maximum 5. But everybody must no, it's maximum 3. Oh, I know. It depends, because sometimes there are more students and sometimes there are less. So here's the deal. So everybody will go ahead and choose a topic. All the topics must be selected, right? The topic names are not revealed. However, there are hints that I will give you towards what the topics are, right? How much students are here? 25. How much is in the class? I don't know how much. I'm going to assume maximum. All right. Anybody have an idea of how much students in the class? Do you have like a class list or something?
Sir, the thing is, I don't think everybody doing this course, so it's kind of hard to determine.
Yeah, I know. It's kind of funny, it's kind of funny, but usually it's close to 30-ish. So it's normally 3 per group, which is, I think I had even 3 lines there, right? It's supposed to be 3 names per group, which, right, 1, 2, 3. I knew I had 3, but I think on the handout it was 5 in a previous year. That's why. So we're going to overwrite that. It's going to be 3 per group, right? And
Sir, we have a big class in us, so it might be more than that.
if it's more, we'll expand. Don't worry about it. Right? At the end of the day, everybody must get a topic, right? All the topics must be in use. 56. Wow. That's a big class. I don't think I've ever had more than 30 people in one Zoom meeting before. So 56. Anyway, let's see what happens, right? This will be breaking new records, right? Right. So, hopefully everybody is in Mirrorboard now. I see 25 people here and I see 22 people in Mirrorboard. That means there are 1 and 2 that are not yet. All right. So I need everybody to be in Mirrorboard for this, for what we're about to do, right? So we had an activity where we place a picture, everybody's favorite picture. I think we're done now. This is supposed to be like 5 minutes, guys. All right. Don't worry about it if you're not quite done. These images will be here. We'll be able to look at them over and over. All right, I want us to head over to over here. Where are we? It's up here. Yeah, here we go. Right, I want us to head over here. And what I want us to do is we are going to go in groups. Now, we don't know what the topics are, but I bet if I asked Elandra, I mean. Are you here, Elandra?
Yes, sir.
All right. So, Elandra, you're in the Mirrorboard?
I just came out to come on Zoom, but I'm there.
All right, cool. But you can see my screen either way, right?
Yes, sir.
If I pointed to topic 4, what do you think topic 4 is about? I give you a little hint icon. What do you think it's about?
I'm not too sure. It's
Not too sure. All right, cool.
too sure.
Anybody, any takers? What do you think topic 4 is about? Anybody? I didn't get. Did somebody say something? I didn't get. I'm also looking in the chat as well. Anybody? Nobody? Nobody? No? What does this icon look like? Nobody?
Sir,
Yeah?
it looks like a 3D printed logo, to be honest.
You don't say. All right, cool. All right then. All right. What about topic 2? What do you think topic 2 is about? Anybody?
Sir, this look like V-Ray asset editor.
All right, cool. What about topic 8?
Virtual reality.
All right. So you do have these hints, these breadcrumbs that are dropped. You don't know what the topic is yet, but you kind of know maybe it have to do with that. I'm not promising that this has to do with virtual reality. It could be scuba diving, don't it? I mean, the likelihood of it being scuba diving is maybe low because, you know, we're in a computing class and virtual reality is connected to computing. So, you know, I guess we could pretty much be sure that this is about virtual reality. But, you know, I don't know. There are some tricky ones there. What about topic 6? Can anybody guess what it's about?
Perspectives.
Perspective. All
2D
right.
to 2D to 3D.
2D, something with 2D and 3D.
Well, yes.
All right, cool.
2D to 3D with perspectives.
Cool. All right. That's good. Some of them is a little bit tricky, like, what about 9? Anybody? Yeah, that one there. Yeah, we have to make it a little bit tricky. All right. So here's what we're going to do, guys. Right? I'm gonna pull everybody over here, right? And I can't do it on this. This one here, so right. Pull everybody over here. And what I want us to do is I want you guys to put your name down, right? Maybe this might be a little bit chaotic. Hopefully we can survive this if we can put our names down and not make this thing be all crazy, right? And the idea is put yourself in groups, maximum groups of 3. They're like, usually is groups of 3. Which topic do you think, right? It's a kind of a first come, first serve digitally, right? Please, no fighting. Just choose a topic that you think will work. All right. Oh, I guess, okay, here what you do. Let me separate this. I realize that if one person is editing, the other person can't edit. So let me separate this, right? There we go. So let me do 1, 2, and 3, right? And I will copy this to the other ones. There you go. Right, since it's kind of hard to edit, so let me put this here, and the first person is this. All right, 3 per group. There we go. What else we have here? Okay, we have this one. Put this here, like that. Right, this is win. All right, this one have 2 already. All right, topic 10 have 2 people already. I don't know if this feels like in a wholesale. Anybody ever been to a wholesale and you try to get through? All right. This one here, I guess I should have made 3 different lines. So let me put 3 different lines here. All right, Marvin. So you can release that, Marvin. Let me put your name. Yeah, there you go. Oops. Where did I put this thing? I put it behind here, so yeah. All right, Marv. Oh, you're putting your name in, Marvin. All right. I was going to put. All right. You do your thing. What else we have here now? All right. So topic 1 have 3 people already, so that is potentially filled. All right. Topic 2. All right. Oh, I deal with topic 2 already, actually. Okay. All right. Topic 3. Right. I see it's Jenna Lee and Kristen. All right.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah, man. What's up?
Say it's not loading on my phone.
Oh. All right. Which group you want to go into? Let me see if a space there for you. Which topic? Tell me which icon. Hold on. This one have 4 people. Tell me which group you want to go into, and I'll put your name down.
Sir, any group, it doesn't matter.
Any group?
Yes, sir.
All right, cool. No problem. Hold on. Let me get. Oh, Sanjay, give me a name. Type your name in the chat.
Sir, it's
so I
Wanju.
can copy it.
Same,
Yes.
sir.
Hill. Wanju. Right. Wanje. Tell me the
Yes,
right.
sir.
Right.
I type it in the chat.
Yeah, man, I see it. Any group, Wanje?
Yes, sir. Anyway.
All right, cool. You don't like any particular icon that looks like a topic that you would be? Hold on, 5 people? What's happening with this?
Wait, what's the
3D?
last group?
Are you seeing my screen? Yeah, preview. What do you say, Wanje? What do you think this is? What do you think this topic have to do with?
I have no idea, but that topic 10 is looking enticing.
All right, cool. I will put it there. Somebody took away person 2. Where that gone? I see a lot of people is interested in 3D. In not 3D, what it's called? Virtual reality.
How much is it per group?
It's 3 per group. So I see some illegal groups happening already. I should have really met this individually, individual bullet points. This one is Evelyn.
Sir,
Yeah, Bradshaw. Yeah.
Jada Stewart is asking you to add her name as well, please.
To which one?
Says anyone.
Anyone? All right, cool. That's good for me. I can balance it out. Come on, guys. In topic 5 and topic 8, somebody have to move to a different topic before we start to overflow. All right. Hold on. Before Jaden, before Hills, there was another person. Who was it again? I was saying to put the name in the chat. So we have remaining topic 2 and topic 9. Nobody taking the rendering one, the V-Ray one? I mean, we are in a 3D modeling module, so that topic is pretty, you know, fitting, I think. All right. I wonder if I need to start moving some people around.
Sir, I joined late. Is there a specific number of people to avoid?
3 is the objective. But, I mean, if you're passionate about a particular icon, you know, So the icons that you see here, they are hints to what the topic is about, right? So somebody assumed that topic 8 is virtual reality and not anything about underwater goggles, underwater exploration, right? Somebody assumed that topic 2 have to do with V-Ray, right? It looked like it's a V-Ray icon, but who knows? It could be something else. Topic 9 is looking very mysterious. Nobody knows what that is about. And I think topic 10. What about topic 7? Marvel. I hear Marvel.
Yes, sir. Sir.
Yeah, man. I noticed you choose topic 7.
Yes.
What do you think it's about?
It look like documentation.
It look like a?
Documentation.
All right, cool. Cool. Yeah, it could be. I don't know. I have no idea.
I look at the symbol. So,
well, that's the idea for the symbols, right? At least you're not blind. It's not like I putting a name in a bag and shake it up and say, you know. All right. I think we're done. I think we're done. Is there anybody here that's not in a group? Anybody here that's not in a group? There. Oh, Hanjay, you can put on your hand. You still have your hand up, or you have a new question? Hanjay?
Right,
Yeah, I'm saying you still have your hand up. Is it that you had another question, or is that old hand?
I didn't realize. My apologies.
Yeah, man, no problem. All right. Hold on. Topic 9. Karen.
yes, sir.
You're the last one on that list, you know, and Michaelia. What's happening for topic 9?
No problem, sir. What after?
All right, cool. Do you really want topic 7?
Whatever, sir. Whatever, sir.
Oh, you say anything you work with. All right, no problem. No problem.
The challenge is for the calendar and start that in.
All right, cool. All right. All right, that's it. If there are no more selection of topics, then I will call it and we're done. Groups are selected, topics are locked in. If somebody is in the class and for whatever reason they didn't attend this class, just let me know. Remember, guys, I gave you my information, so you can reach me on email or reach me on WhatsApp, right? Which is, did I post my WhatsApp? I think I did. 8699594. I think I did. All right, we are going to lock it in. Oh, what about the class activity? Are we finished with that? Because I'm gonna just record it now. Right? All right, good. Good. Oops, my bad. Yeah. My bad, sorry. Just click back on the link. I think I logged you out by mistake. My bad. Let's go back to the website and click back on the mirror board, the whiteboard link. Yeah, there we go. Right. All right. Logged you up by mistake. All right, guys. What were you saying? Was there
Sir,
any?
I wasn't. Oh,
You weren't
Yes,
what?
sir.
I was saying that I couldn't really find where to submit the class activity. I tried pressing the submit button, but it wasn't allowing me to.
Hold on. No, this the class activity that we're doing is on the mirror board where you are putting an image, your favorite visualization image. So there isn't
Was that from earlier in this class?
No, that was like, yes, in this class, in this class.
Oh, okay.
Right,
Okay.
Right.
Oh, okay. I joined it. I guess that's why I didn't hear that.
Okay. So, okay, let me give back some editor access. So go ahead and just drop your image down and do your thing, right? In the meantime, we're gonna talk about the we're gonna talk about the presentation now, right? Drag frames here. Oh, okay, this is new. All right, so we have 10 topics here. Now let me explain how this is going to work, guys. So every class, every 2 weeks, two groups are going to present. Each of them is supposed to take 20 minutes each to present on their particular topic, right? After the presentation, the groups that are spectating, so meaning that there are 10 groups at any given presentation, 8 of you will be spectating. A representative from each of the 8 groups are going to ask a question to the people that just presented, right? So let's say, for example, Elena just presented in her group, right? Her group got just presented, right? Elena, you're going to be asked you're going to be asked 4 questions. So remember that is 2 of you presented. So 4 going to go to one group and 4 going to go to the other group. So Elena, you need to answer 4 questions. Now, me as the lecturer, I'm going to be listening to how you answer the question. That is how I judge. Did you do the research? Do you understand what you presented on? But I also will be listening to what the questions are. Because, for example, if Elena is presenting on donuts, right? And your presentation started, how do you make donuts? And then somebody asks a question, Elena, how do you make donuts? Well, that would mean that the person who asked the question wasn't listening in the presentation, don't it? Right? So I will be listening to the questions that are going to be asked and also how they are answered, right? So each of those things form a part of your grade. Because if you answer the question, good enough, then I can say, oh, good, you have an understanding of the topic you just researched, and you get your marks. The person that asks the question, I will also say, oh, so you were listening to the presentation. So that's a good question you asked. So I'm actually grading how good is the question and how good is the answer. Do you guys understand me?
Yeah.
Right. So what does that mean? That means that you need to be present at the presentations. Well, at minimum, a representation of your group must be present at the presentation. Remember, every group that is spectating need to ask 1 question. You can ask it to anybody, any one of the presenters here, but you need to ask 1 question. So that is how this assignment is going to be graded, like what you see on screen. So 15% goes towards the actual presentation, and 5% goes towards the question that you asked. Like, you know what I mean? So I need you to think and ask good questions. I need you to listen in the presentation and ask a good question. All right? You don't have to ask like an impossible question. You understand? Obviously, you have to ask a question based on what was presented, right? So if Alena presented on donuts, you can't ask about apples, like, you know, right? So everybody clear on how this will be graded?
Yes, sir.
All right. And the answer on behalf of the class. Good, good, good. All right. So, as usual, your grades, where is this thing here? As usual, just like with the other modules, you can check your grades here. And remember, you can always check this to see what are the criteria for each assessment. So for example, I'm marking on depth, relevance, visuals, understanding, and delivery, right? That is how I'm marking the presentation. And each one of those are explained. Your depth, you know, did you put your sources there, or did you just copy a definition from ChatGPT? You understand? You know, relevance, are you talking about things that's relevant? Notice it said to the module and the field of architecture. So I don't want you to be talking about, oh, this is how they do it in Canada and this is how they do it in wherever. You need to bring it home. Like, whatever the topic is, how does it apply to me or to the School of Architecture or to something to do with something local, right? So relevance and connection. Visuals, how does it look? Like, are the slides full of words? I definitely don't want to see that. Do you have video examples, images? Like, how do you show examples? Do you have diagrams? That kind of stuff. And then you have understanding. How did you answer the questions? Like when you present on something that somebody asked you a question related to what you presented on. How well did you answer? That will show you have understanding. And the last one is delivery. The presentation is supposed to be no more than 20 minutes. I would almost say 15 minutes. Like, it's not very long. Did you drag it out? You know what I mean? If the presentation has 3 sections, you know, where 3 are you presenting, were you ready to present, that kind of thing, right? So each of those will be the criteria for grading the presentation. All right, guys, do we understand the criteria? Right. Right, guys?
Yes, sir.
All right. And we'll confirm for the entire class. That means everybody understand. Cool, cool, cool. All right. Okay, then. What else was I going to say? Oh, so today we're going to do our first topics today. So we're going to reveal topic 1 and topic 2. So that will be Elandra, Daniel, Jadmar, right? Chambers, Wilson, and Ansel. Right? So remember how this is. When I reveal the topic, I'm going to give you some tips, some pointers, and then you will present 2 weeks from now. 2 weeks when you come to present, I'm going to reveal topic 3 and topic 4. And the cycle continues until we're done. Haley, question.
Sure, I joined late. So I didn't get to select a group or go.
Oh, no problem. I'll put you in a group. Right? So,
Sir, I'll join in group 2.
all right. Do you have access for group 2? Let's see. Because we're pretty much over the 3-person mark now. Group 2. Okay. What do you think group 2 is? What do you think topic 2 is about?
Sir, I don't know. The logo just looks really nice. Rendering. I'm good with rendering.
So what the logo look like? If you're good at rendering.
Sir, honestly, it just looks cool. Like it's like almost like the yin sign.
All right.
Oh, I'm added already, sir, to the WhatsApp group. Nice.
So you say I'm going to drop you here, all right?
Yes, sir.
All right, guys. There's one more thing before we jump into the topic. On your timetable, you might notice that you also see Suzette Adams, right? But her schedule is clashing, right? She is officially one of your lecturers, but her schedule is going to be clashing with studio, right? Because she does studio on a Monday. What I'm going to suggest, right, is I want us to try out the Saturday class. If it doesn't work, we can go back to Monday. I think I'm going to be speaking to Suzette to kind of find out what can work out for her schedule. But for now, the show will continue. We will proceed with the presentations and everything. But I'm going to say, let's try out having the lecture session on the Saturday at 6. And see how it works out. If it can't work, then we'll just have it on Monday and we'll just do it how we can do it. What was I going to say again? Right. Since we had class today, we wouldn't do it this Saturday because we're like having class now and we're just having discussion now. But what that would mean is that next week, Monday, you would only come to the morning class, meaning the lecture, the practical, and at 8 a.m. And then you wouldn't come to this class. You would just come Saturday evening. And let me see if we can just work with that schedule and see how it works out for you. As I say, we did it 2 times in a row and people tend to say, okay, it works. Because the main thing that we do in that class is that you just present your topic. Cox. President?
Yes, sir. Yeah, I understand that hold on one sec. Yeah, so I understand that you're doing this based mostly on 3rd year, but for 4th year, this is the only lecture class we have. And to have the tutorial on Monday in the morning, it clashes with 2 classes that we have in the morning on Monday. How would that maneuver for us? Is it that I don't know what you're gonna do? I don't know.
Yeah, man, we have some solutions.
Okay.
You this is for 4th year. So here is a couple things.
Mm-hmm.
In the practical session, we do we do mainly working on the project, as in on the 3D model. You're doing this course for the first time?
Yes, sir.
Right. So apart from the class recording and the summary, we also do a follow-up in the lecture session, right? So normally what happens in the lecture session is that, let's say like now we pick our groups and everything, and we're going to reveal the first 2 topics. After the presentation, we normally go into the major project. So we deal with the major project in the lecture session as well.
Okay.
The only difference is that I don't work on the project with you in the lecture session. It's just targeted things. So for example, let's say people were having trouble with the terrain modeling, then I would go over it in the lecture session. You know, or it could be a lot of times, especially when it comes down near to the end of the semester, I deal with a lot of things having to do with the final year with your studio presentation. Well, in your case, you'd be doing studio for 4th year, right?
Yeah.
But basically, we deal with the major project in the lecture session as well. So even if, let's say that for the morning session it clashes, the entire class clash or part of it?
The entire, it's only like the first hour that doesn't clash with anything.
Right. So usually what happens in the first hour, I normally talk a little bit, but majority of the class I'm working and persons are following with their version of the model. I remember everybody's model is different, you know. So, but if I'm working on the foundation, then everybody should be working on foundations too, right? And when we do that class now, hopefully at the end of the class you're working on foundations. If you're not in the class, then basically you would just have to keep the same schedule. So this week we're dealing with foundations, for example. When we go to the lecture session, I would be following up to say, all right, guys, like who have problem with the foundation, stuff like that. I go through some tips, things like that. So, right, it's not like whatever is in the practical session is only in the practical session. We deal with it in the lecture session too.
So long story short, we'll still have access to the practical session through the pre-recording.
And through the pre-recording and the lecture session.
So the lecture session, you're gonna change it from 2:00 on Mondays to what time on Saturdays?
To 6 on Saturday.
Okay.
And with that, now I'm going to I think it's going to be primarily me. I'm going to work on see how the schedule works with Miss Adams. But for right now, the schedule clashes with Miss Adams, so looks like I will be your host for the entire semester. We'll see.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much.
Yeah, man. Cool. Generally, what's bad? You say no.
Oh, sir, that was when you were talking about the Saturday class. I really don't want a Saturday class.
Sir,
I purposely made my timetable to not have a Saturday class.
Oh yeah. I forget that we have a thing there now where you choose the different sessions. Right, so you pick the ones that fall in the week. Well, I mean, hey, guess what? It can work either way, you know. It can work either way. So, I mean, I was saying to, if you weren't sure, to try it out and see. But either way is possible with me. I can work around it to make it work. So tell me what you're saying. I hear some other persons talking about it as well. What do you say? Saturday, even if you're not doing any serious work on Saturday, still?
Sir, the thing is, we did a poll. There's an ongoing poll in the group so far, and most people prefer the Monday class 2 to 4 rather than the Saturday class 6 to 8.
All right, cool. Well, we can work with it. It's just remember that. Just remember. All right. So remember that if you have your presentations, though, I don't want you to sacrifice the practical class because you have a presentation on that day. You understand? I remember in the past that was a thing. Because I know that the semester will get a little jam-packed, and we have class. Let's say we come class Monday morning, but then you come back later for the presentation. I don't want you to skip the class because we're working on the presentation. You see it? So that's why I figure say maybe if it's spaced out a little more now. And the other thing is that remember that the presentation is on, like, that is the main goal of the lecture sessions. So usually when the presentation is done, there isn't that much critical stuff to do in the lecture session. So, you know, so that is kind of my concern why I was saying to try it out first. Because if you need to meet as a group and work on the presentation, you have a little bit of room if it's in the evening on Saturday. You know what I mean? But as I say, I mean, and then after the presentations now, meaning once you have presented, then you're really just a spectator for the next group that is presenting. So then that class doesn't, how do you put it? It's not a fully, it's not a heavy class. That's the best way I can explain it. So I don't think it would be that impactful like the practical class. That's why I think it shouldn't be that hard on a Saturday. You know what I mean? Because after you present, I'm pretty much just helping people with the final project. What do you think? What do you think generally? Who was the other persons in the poll? What is the percentages in the poll? Like majority saying Monday?
Yes, sir. It's 12 people saying Monday now and 4 saying Saturday.
Okay. Okay. All right. Well, if that is it, we'll work with the poll then.
Sir, you're saying that the presentations will be done in the practical sessions or the lecture sessions?
Lecture sessions only, on the lecture sessions.
Okay.
Right. So I was saying it look a little heavy to have both of them on a Monday still. There are multiple reasons. There is that, and then there's also figuring out how the schedule will work with Miss Adams as well, because Monday is completely booked out for studio for her. So, you know, so there's also that. So there are a couple things, but the show will go on either way. I was saying to try it and see if it works, and then we can switch. You want to do that? Or you know, I haven't tried it at all.
Sir, you mean we would have to come this Saturday?
No, not this Saturday, because we already come class today. So what it would mean is that what it would mean is that Monday you wouldn't have to come. You wouldn't come this time next week Monday. You would just come the Saturday after. So it sounds like there's a split. So you say you guys want to try it out? Six. What's that? What am I saying? 6? If it's 6 to 8, it's never normally from 6 to 8. But if you are the person presenting usually, I would say a half an hour per presentation. So that's like the first hour. So you're looking at least 1 to 1.5 hour for the first half of the semester. And then after that, now, if you're good to go with your final project, then, you know, sometimes we do activities in the lecture class as well, but it would, like how we did an activity today, picking out some images, you know, stuff like that. All right, guys. So that was one of the decisions that we have to determine today, right? I was saying if some of you may or may not want it, to try it, give it a test run, and if not, then we go back to Monday. Or you just don't want to consider it any at all, and we just figure it out on the lecture side. So here's what I'm going to do. To make the definitive answer, I'm just going to, there are how much of us now? There are 30 people in here. That's a majority of persons here. I'm going to just post it, and you tell me what you think. The question is, try out Saturday from 6 p.m., starting at 6 p.m., and then decide if you want to continuously do it on Saturday, or hands down only Monday. That will be the two options. I will give you that now, and then you just answer it in Zoom, and then we'll just move on, right? So Saturday class at 6 p.m. I'm going to put, so, I'm going to say test out Saturday class at 6 p.m. Bam. All right, cool. I'm gonna save this as a meeting pro. Yeah, cool. All right, so you should see that coming up now, so you can. Oh, let me launch that. Yeah, good. All right. Oh, geez, get a typo. I'm typing too fast, man. Hold on. Oh, well, can't edit that again. Well, you know what I'm talking about, guys. All right, so while you guys do that, let's talk about topic 1 and topic 2, right? Daniel, I think this is the most ambiguous icon ever. What do you think topic 1 is talking about, Daniel?
Sir, I don't know.
Anybody from your group? Nobody. I think we already speak about topic 2 already, so everybody figure it's something. Somebody said V-Ray, that's a good answer. All right, so what we're gonna look at is, come on, where is it? Here. Bam! Topic 1. What are the types of 3D modeling techniques and their applications in architecture? Right? To get you going, let's see. I have a little tip here. Here we go. All right, here we go. Hold on, somebody mic is unmuted. Elandra. Christian?
Sorry, sir. I forgot to put my hand down.
Oh, okay, cool. Haley?
Sorry, sir.
All right, you just unmute. Okay, cool. All right, so, oh, hold on. No, sorry, wait. Oh, no, that's not the right one. It's this one. Right. Right, so, how do you full screen? What are the types of 3D modeling techniques and their applications in architecture, right? So, of course, there are different types of modeling. So when you guys are doing your research, please make sure it's the right modeling, especially nowadays. Sorry, when there's a lot of talk about data and AI and that kind of stuff. So ensure that you're researching the right thing. So of course we're talking about 3D modeling, and whenever we build something in 3D, there are different steps that we normally take. So for example, if I'm modeling something organic like a face, I can start from a box and take time to mold it out to a face. I remember I did this once. It's kind of interesting. But at the same time, if I'm doing a building, I'm not taking this same approach. I'm not starting with a box and then molding it into a building. So the question is, for you to figure out what are the types of modeling, right? So for every type of modeling, there are different modeling techniques, right? So it depends on what is being modeled, what is the program being used, and the features of those programs. So when you guys are looking into this, I would say don't think about it. It's not a question about the modeling software. It is about the types of 3D modeling techniques. So it shouldn't be, I don't want you to go down the path of saying, sketch up models using this modeling technique and Revit models using this modeling technique. I don't want you to go down that road. I want you to stick to what are the modeling techniques. All right. All right. So, oh, by the way, you guys should be taking notes now for that group. For every group, I'm going to do this kind of preparation single slide thing so that it helps you guys for your research. So, who is in this group? Who is in this group? Oh, hold on. Let me go back to full screen here. Right. Elandra, Daniel, Marshall. Right. Well, the good thing is that you can always go back to the recording, so I will just continue. So you have things like parametric modeling, CAD modeling, BIM modeling, architectural modeling. When you are looking up on this topic, I want you to identify that some people coin certain names and they all mean the same thing. So for example, some people say CAD modeling because they're modeling in AutoCAD. Is that really a technique of modeling? You get what I'm saying? Somebody might say, oh, what type of modeling you do? I do SketchUp modeling. Right? Is SketchUp modeling a technique in modeling? So when you guys are looking at the different modeling techniques, I want you to be able to differentiate from when somebody just coin a term and say, you know, I'm CAD modeling because I'm in AutoCAD. Or I'm Revit modeling because I'm in Revit. I want you to approach it from a broad perspective and say, oh, there are generally 5 types. I'm not going to spoil it for you guys, right? So also look on what exactly is modeling, right? I want you to cover that. Don't forget about the comparing the different techniques. Like if you find out that there's a particular technique of modeling, is it better than another technique? And one of the most important things, remember to apply the research to what we do now. In CSA, when you guys work on your final studio, what type of modeling are you using? Like, I want you to bring the topic home. Don't just stick with it in the sky and say, oh, you know, in New York, in a firm in New York, that's what they use. No, I want you to kind of bring it home and just talk about the applications locally, right? Or at least, I'm sure you have done some kind of modeling, different people in your group. What type of modeling were you doing? What type of modeling did you do when you created the model for your final year project last year, right? So these are just some different tips of the areas that you can look at, right? Some of the benefits. Some software offers some modeling types. So for example, if you discover that there are 3 types of modeling, I want you to see, okay, so 3D Max uses this type, Revit uses this type, especially for software that we use every day. So you guys use SketchUp. Some of you use Revit, some people use ArchiCAD. It would be good that we can know what type of modeling those programs use. All right, so that leaves me with the next topic, which is where is it? Did I have it closed? Did I close it? All right, it's over here. Advantages and disadvantages of real-time versus offline rendering. Who was it? Haley? Was it you that said that you like rendering?
Yes, sir.
What kind of rendering do you use? Real-time or
I
offline?
use
Are you going to wait till you do the research?
I'm gonna wait.
Real time. It's real time.
Okay.
Well, guess what?
I
After
use
this-
D5, sir. I've been testing out D5.
Right. So you should be able to talk a little bit more on the different types of rendering after this, right?
Yes, sir.
Right. So there are 2 main categories of rendering: real-time and offline. Real-time is kind of like the era that we're in now. I would be looking to see if you have any if you look into a little bit of what is the technology behind them. So for example, real-time rendering, what is powering it? Like, what type of equipment gives me the best real-time rendering? Is this offline? What type of equipment give me the best offline rendering? So we can kind of connect that with the computers that we use every day, you know? So it would be good to see how where that road leads us down to, right? Of course, you want to look on what is rendering. Make sure you get the definitions all down. What is real time? What is offline? What programs use real time? What programs use offline? Right? And same thing like before, what I mentioned with the other group. I'm sure there's advantages and disadvantages. Who was telling you that you use real time rendering? Is there an advantage to doing that? What are the advantages? Right? I won't spoil it for you. Right? Yes, we speak about the hardware. What is the hardware that supports it? Give me some names of some softwares that's real-time and offline, right? What about in an architectural firm? Should we be really using real-time offline? What about architectural schools? You guys are in school though. Remember what I said earlier. Bring the topic home. Don't just stick with it and talk about, you know, all these places overseas or whatever. Talk about how it applies locally, whether that is in school or, you know, whatever. Maybe you can try it out, show an example of real-time rendering. You can even make it personal. If you worked on something that is real-time or offline, you can say, hey, this is an example of something I worked on that is real-time or offline. All right. Don't forget the cost as well. That's a good area that you can cover. Is there a price difference between these different types of software? Because they all cost money. I know some of us might download the programs, but if you're going to do this on a professional scale, that will also matter. All right. So I want you to look into that. Oh, I see some messages here. Jada, you say you have a clash between 2 to 4. All right. Well, I see some other questions here. The class on Saturday can be anytime. Really, I'm flexible and I just suggest 6 because that's the time it was the last 2 times, right? I'm also mindful that some people have thing there on Saturdays, church on Saturday. All right, back to our topics. Yes, so those are some guidelines. So these guidelines that I give you guys are just to help you when you go about doing your research. Remember, it's only 20 minutes. Usually, I don't want to tell you how much slides you should use because that will determine on graphics and that kind of stuff. What I will say is try to look on the criteria that is being used to grade you and arrange your presentation based on those criteria. All right, so if I go on the class website now, you will see, let me go back to here. Where is it? Right, if I go to the class website, here we go, 3D modeling. Here we go. Right. So you can see when we have presentations. So, oh, well, I'm going to change this from Saturday. Based on the poll I'm seeing here, majority of people say Monday and most of you participated. So then I will move this to Monday, right? So that would mean that we have presentations on Monday. So the only thing remaining to confirm this is for me to find out about Miss Adams and to see what we can work out as it relates to her teaching hours, because both of us actually teach this module, and she would be the one doing the presentation, but we'll see. All right, so Monday it is from 2 to 4. We have our first 2 topics. Yeah, Addison, go ahead.
Sir, can you correct the spelling of Saturday for me, please?
Well, I'm going to end the poll now. Oh, where is that? On the website?
Yes, sir.
Oh, thank you for pointing that out. Cool.
Yes, sir.
Well, we're not even going to use the word Saturday anymore, but yeah. Oh. Yeah, it was duplicated. Okay, thank you for that. All right, so guys, you guys have your first 2 topics. In 2 weeks' time, we will present those topics. So next time we meet for the lecture class, what we'll be doing is probably some other class activity or talking a little bit about the major project. And then now, when we meet, we'll just go right into the presentation. And remember, the other groups need to have their questions ready. All right. All right, guys. That is it for class today. I will see you again next week, Monday. Right? All right. Oh, Addison is the. Oh no, that was an old hand, Addison. All right, good.
No, sir. It's a new hand.
All right, cool. All right, we will talk again and confirm all of the schedule and everything, and we'll go from there.
Okay, sir, quick question. Where do we upload the sketch again? On the mirror board, right?
The sketch is on the class website. You go to the handout. So when you go to the class website, you see course project work here. This is where you submit it.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, man. All right, guys. See you again on Monday. Take care.
Sir,
Oh, yeah?
I gotta talk to you about PDM.
All right.
Mhm.
All right. You want to go in a breakout room or you just want to talk?
Yeah.
Sir,
Yeah.
I'm also doing DDM.
Oh, guess what? So I have DDM after this. So, but
I have
anyway,
DDM scheduled for Wednesday,
Wednesday. Yeah. So we,
both morning and evening.
right. You
Okay.
came to you got the email about the DDM for Monday? Being scheduled on Monday?
No.
Okay. All right. So, yeah, I don't know. Usually DDM is on a Monday because for me, my teaching times is on Monday and Friday. But it can't be Friday because you guys have studio.
Yeah.
So what we normally do is split it into 2 sessions. Are you in second year? You're in third year?
I'm in 4th year.
You're in 4th year. Oh, I see you. So let me see what that timetable look like. Yeah, I know we may have like some overlaps, especially when you have like a different year. Here it is. So you have 9 to 11. You have office practice, and then you have. Hold on, you did DDM already?
No, sir, I didn't. I have on my timetable, it says 9 to 10 for the lecture in the day, sorry. And then for the other one, it says 6 to 9 in the night.
Right, in the night. Yeah.
So it's an hour in the morning and 3 in the evening.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
So here is what we do then. So that would mean that it clashes for you in the morning, right?
No, for me, it doesn't clash in the morning.
Oh, okay. All right, cool. So is that what you wanted to talk to me about? The scheduling?
I'm just
Or
making
what's
sure that this scheduling is the same as my my timetable that was given from the school. But also, someone said something about a sketch. I'm not
Hold on,
sure.
For DDM?
No, for 3D modeling.
Oh, okay. All right. So let me deal with one thing first. All right. You see, for 3DM, sorry, for DDM, which is digital design,
Yes.
we move all that to Mondays because Mondays is when I can have my teaching day, right? It's completely online, so it's a little bit more flexible. But UTech hasn't like completely figured out the online schedule thing and whatever you. So what we normally do is Monday we split it into two 2 hour rather than a 1 hour and a 3 hour. We do one in the morning, we do one in the evening. We do some lecture talking in the morning, and then we have a working session in the evening.
That's for Monday or Wednesday?
This is all Monday, so you wouldn't have to go on a Wednesday class for DDM.
DDM I would have to do on Wednesday though, because I have 3D on Monday.
You also have 3D modeling too?
Yeah, I'm doing both. So 3D modeling is fine for me because I already spoke to you earlier. Whereas we for fourth year we will just watch the practical link from the pre-recording and then come to the lecture class.
Right.
But
which
DDM
is going to be on Monday.
Yeah, DDM on Wednesday, the 1 hour session in the morning doesn't clash with anything. But right after that 1 hour session, we have another class.
No, but if it's on Monday, you would just come.
It's on Wednesday for me. That's why.
I know. So on the timetable, it's a Wednesday, right? But we're putting it on Monday, which the evening, which the let me see, AS4, right? So what we want to do is move it on Monday from 4 to 6, which is what I would be going into now. Right? Which is a working session. So I was asking you Monday at Monday at 12 to 2. What do you have on Monday at 12 to 2?
Nothing at all.
Okay, cool. So Monday at 12 to 2, and also Monday at 6 to 8 is all DDM.
So Monday 12 to 2 p.m. and then 6 to what?
6 to 8.
6 to 8 is DDM, on a Monday. So on Wednesday, I should just ignore that.
Ignore Wednesday, right? You wouldn't have to go to DDM on Wednesday. And then that is how we'll do it. The class website is the same thing for DDM, right? So you would need to choose DDM instead of 3DM when you go on the class website. Right?
Okay,
so everything
so
is there. Like when you go there, it's on the it's up the top where you choose to go in the classes.
Okay.
Right. From you get to the website, it would tell you when is the class. So you don't have to worry.
Okay, sir. Okay, no problem. Thank you.
Right. So let me see. So oh no, there was somebody else. Who was the other person?
Me, sir.
Right. Oh, so you wanted to speak to me not about the schedule, but about like what?
Miss Baker has sent me because of issue they had with the system last year.
I'm trying to. You did this module last year?
Okay, so I had the module last year, but I start school late. So when I submit the assignments, you had give me graded for it. So Miss Baker the call and you the talk she about it. And you tell me come and do the class this semester so I don't got paid for it again.
Yeah, not sure. You have another computer there or something?
Yeah.
You're on 2 devices. So mute one of them. Alright. Let me. You good?
I think so.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
All right. So yeah. So you're saying because of the issue, you still came to class, right?
Yeah.
Last semester, but you're officially taking it this semester.
Yeah.
All right. So did you do all the stuff last semester?
I just submit the assignments, yeah. But then when I get the grade, it was ungraded. So she called you, and I can't remember what is it to tell she, but you tell me to come the next time it offered, which is this semester, and just do it, and you can change the grade in the system.
Oh, so hold on. So you were registered when you had started the semester late. Were you registered?
It turned out it was a whole problem with transfer credits and stuff. So I ain't sure where the issue came in on their part.
Oh, okay. All right.
Right.
So
I'd already paid for it and stuff.
So are you going to be like? So you're going to be in the system this semester?
Yeah.
Okay, because that is how I would be able to enter the grade then. All right. So, but you did when you started last semester, you did some work, right?
Yeah.
All right, cool. So let me put it here. Put it in here now. All right, no problem. I put a note here. So I'm going to talk to you when I see you. So you're coming. So you're going to be doing the classes this semester. I
Yeah.
have to look. Right. So just come. I will have to look up to see what I want you to do.
Sir, I
So
think same thing you told the girl with the Monday 12 to 2 and
Yeah,
6 to
same
8. Yeah, that's the only times that was fit in my timetable. So I'll come in those sessions.
Right. So I will see you in an hour then.
Okay, no problem.
Right. And then I will by then I will be able to look up to see what I
Okay.
have for you.
Alright.
All right, cool.
Sir, it's the kind of book now I want to talk to you.
Oh, okay. And I see who else is here? Wayne?
Yeah.
What's up, Wayne?
The other class, the other practical stuff, how do we find a link for that?
This is what was recorded, or?
No, the link for the next class.
Oh, you mean DDM? You're
Yeah.
in DDM as well?
Well, I just need the link.
It's on the website, but it's not under 3D modeling. So, for example, well, you can still see my screen, right?
Yeah.
Right. So if I go back home, if I click the home button, this is where I can see all the computing modules. So I would go to digital design media. You understand?
Also, do you come on campus at any time in particular?
Are these what?
Do you come on campus at any time whatsoever?
No, I only exist in cyberspace, literally. But yeah, I do, but not fully. Why you ask?
I wanted like some assistance to like run a program on computer, boot camp.
Oh, you have a Mac?
Yeah.
All right, yeah, man. You're gonna have to talk to Neville. Because even if I was there, usually I try and get people, like technician people, to help. So you got the number for Neville Campbell? By the way, do you have an M series?
I have an Intel.
Okay, good. So you're good to go then. But you're gonna still need to back up your stuff though and all of that, because you're gonna have to wipe it, and Macs can be annoying.
It's great, but it's what's the contract for it?
Right. So you're still in the Zoom chat, right? Let me put it in there for you. So it's gonna be Neville Campbell.
Yes, sir. Sikana Woknot.
Yeah, you can talk to me while I do this. What's up?
Yes, sir. So my thing is that I have materials and construction at 10 on Mondays. 10 to 12.
Yeah, so no 10 No, on Mondays. All right, you're doing it from first year. Well, remember, second year. Let's get this number. 876 401 427. Yeah. All right, so that's Neville Campbell. You can get him on WhatsApp, right? Right. So what I'm saying, if there is any clash, this is for 3D modeling, right? So because you have to do the materials and construction, what you do is, you remember that we also deal with the practical. We also deal with it in the lecture class as well, right? Yeah. So you would just work with the recording and the class summary, and then when you come to the lecture class now, and we're dealing with the major project, then if there's any particular question, normally I try to help out the major project. So if there's any issues with the major or any questions where you want to ask or anything, we can do it in the lecture session. All right, which is what we just had today, the lecture session. You understand?
All right. Sir. Another thing. I'm currently facing a laptop issue. Is it possible for me to get access to the computer lab?
Oh yeah. It's locked now?
I believe so.
It's supposed to. Okay. All right. So you. All right. Cool. I reach out to them and remind them. Because I know what normally happens. Because a lot of students end up using laptop. Like sometimes if the lab is empty, I know they will maybe step away or something like that. So let me talk to them and see.
I was told that the software that we're going to be using is Twinmotion.
For 3D modeling, you will use Revit and Twinmotion.
Alright. Do you is it the computer them up here can run them two together?
But I'm not lying, the computer in the computer lab, the video card is not too hot, so it can run Revit no problem, but with Twinmotion and the rendering, it can be a little on the sluggish side. But it can run it, it can run, but it's not going to be fun. Let's put it that way.
Alright, sir.
I'm guessing you have to depend on the lab computer.
Yeah.
Most of the heavy part of the work is in Revit, so you should be fine. So if you're going to be in the lab, just have the Zoom meeting up and then have the class up and everything. All right?
Yes, sir. And final question. Are you going to try to move this session to Saturday?
Well, the poll say we keep it, so no.
Sir, can you forget the poll and just move it to Saturday?
Well, guess what? Ultimately, let me tell you what determines it. As I said, both myself and Miss Adams, we teach the module. So she's not going to be able to come in on Monday because she also does design studio on Monday. So if it is that it have to be moved, then it won't be. I'm just trying to get the temperature of everybody on average to see where their mind is at, and then I tell you what the decision is. So based on what I take for the temperature, most people kind of prefer Monday, but ultimately it would depend on the availability of the lecture them. You understand? So yeah, so I would say standby for now. I'm just keeping it on Monday because that's the I can't speak to another person's schedule just yet, but at least I know where everybody stands.
All right, sir. So with that
being said, be determined. Let's put it that way. To be determined.
All right, sir. So with that being said, sir, do you think it can be determined before I drop closer?
Oh, because you're still picking modules.
if the class moves to the Saturday, I can add another class into this time slot that I kind of need to.
Oh, I get you. I get you.
Which
Well,
is building services.
well, guess what? I would say speak through your class rep because traditionally, like, the last time they put it on Monday. Last time this class wasn't on Monday. It on the timetable it actually said I think it was Saturday or Thursday. I don't remember which day. I think it was Thursday, and everybody unanimously moved it to Saturday. This time they put it on Monday. So what I would say is we make a decision by next week Monday, because by then when does our drop close?
19.
The 19th.
Oh, the 19th. Then we have, let me see, next week Monday is.
So you know it's UTech system work. We can't really say what happened.
Me know. Well, we're supposed to know before, right? Right, because I'm going to be talking to the lecturers and stuff, and if I already know ahead that look, Monday is totally out, and I already know Tuesday is out, and we have studio days. You know, I love to suggest Saturday because it's open. You know, if you put it on Saturday, you're not gonna have no clash, no nothing. It's easy to deal with.
And
you know, yeah.
All right. So let's say it gets clarified or determined, and it can be moved to Saturday. Is it that you can go on like the UTech system and move the class from this time slot to the Saturday?
No. Exactly. That is actually made like a whole year in advance. So yeah, that's why it's
that
very
means
tricky.
I still couldn't go on the system and select
Oh, right. So officially on UTech system, you're still going to see it in the slot. Yeah. But guess what? I mean, I don't think UTech system will move it to Saturday, because I know it go through a whole heap of different checks and balances to move a thing. So I would assume that whatever it work out to be, it will probably remain on UTech system on Monday, right? Whether or not we decide to do it on Friday, on Saturday. Sorry.
And
more than likely, I don't think UTech will change them system.
But the thing is, sir, that in the system though, like when I was selecting modules, the first time I selected modules, I don't remember which module it is that I chose, but when I chose a specific module, it moved this class to Saturday. So so I'm not sure. And some more of our classmates, they were saying that they have the class on their timetable, the class is on Saturday. So I don't know. Because as I was trying to do, I'm trying to do as much modules to try and keep up. So at first
it's a balance.
I add it on the Monday, and then I added a module that pushed this class to Saturday. When I took it out, the class went back to Monday.
Yeah. Because I will have to check and see. Because as I said, last semester this was on a Saturday. Guess what? I mean, at the end of the day, what is possible, we'll have to work with that. So if it turns out to be 50-50, where it could either be on a Monday or a Saturday, then we'll make a decision then. You know, take everybody into consideration. But if it have to be on a Saturday, then I will have to just say, hey, guess what? I know you're not happy, but it have to be on a Saturday. You know, right now there's too much unknowns, so I can't speak to it yet. All I know now is most of you prefer it on Monday. That's the only close to concrete thing I have.
So, sir, if it is that we do go building services, same clashing with this, is this class a class where we can miss the actual work, or can we just watch the recording after the fact?
This is for what we're talking, 3D modeling or
3D because 3D is what can clashing with building services right now. Because building services is 3 to 5. So.
Oh, building services for which year?
Building services 1.
Oh. So right now this is already clashing.
Right, so that's what I was wondering if it is that we in the building services class that's face to face. If we'll be missing like.
Yeah, cause building services is face to face for real. Well, thank you for pointing that out to me because I understand I guess if it was on Saturday, these clashes wouldn't exist. Yeah, it kind of just gets it out of the way. Yeah. It kind of just gets it out the way.
The morning session is fine. It's just this evening session that is what
I know. Well, guess what? I mean, and the poll was a little close, you know.
So, sir, Saturday?
Well, we'll make a decision by next week. There is one part of the puzzle as well. I have to check with the availability of the lecturer also.
Problem, sir.
Okay. Right. So for right now, the next class will be on Monday because that's the most thing I can agree on for right now. But if it changed before, I will send out an email and say, hey guys, based on when I check out the schedule and everything, it have to be on this day or that day.
Because in all fairness, the only reason them got for not wanting it on Saturday is because they don't want to go to class on Saturday. They have no class.
But it's online. I always say that. Exactly. It's flexible. You don't have to
it's not that serious, sir. So their reasoning for not having it on Saturday is really valid. You know, we trying to fight clashes, them trying to fight free time.
I mean, yeah, what I would say, talk to your classmates and your class rep and campaign for it and see. Right, because as I try to sell the fact that, look, the last 2 times we had it on Saturday because, you know, it's just free and a lot of people at the beginning were thinking, oh man, after 2 hours on Saturday, and I'm basically trying to say, no, it's not a heavy class. You know, we only do the only thing, everybody have to do a presentation once, and then after that it's a pretty lightweight class because it's a review class. You're reviewing the major project and maybe there's an activity, but it's not a heavy class. So even if you have it on Saturday, it's not like it kills, you know. At most, you know, it's like an hour of stuff, except on the day when when somebody is presenting or when you're presenting. So anyway, talk to your classmates and your class rep and say, hey, look, I don't think the Saturday will be that bad. At least try it out and see. All right?
So we can try.
Sure. Right, because, you know, right. All right, cool. Yeah, so, and for, I think, one person I spoke to. So I'll see you in DDM for those who come into DDM.
Yes, please.
Later. All right, cool.
All right.